Travis Kelce fully manifested Taylor Swift, whether he calls it that or not. He really applied some core manifestation techniques to call in his dream woman. And so in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how he manifested her. And you can apply some of these techniques to manifest your soulmate as well. Before I jump in, make sure you comment 30 in the comments below. I'll get you a copy of my free guide that will tell you exactly the steps for you to take to call in the love of your life in 30 days or less. Okay, let's jump in. So the first thing that Travis Kelce did was in July 2023, and this is he made a friendship bracelet for Taylor Swift with his phone number on it, and he brought it to her concert. So this piece of the puzzle, this first step we can call it, shows two very, very important parts of the manifestation process. The first part is his intention. By making that friendship bracelet and really having the courage to bring it to the concert and try to meet her, it showed he had a clear intention of meeting her. Okay, so he held that. And the second piece of the puzzle that this shows, and it's even more important, is he wasn't able to meet her with this friendship bracelet. It didn't go through the way he had planned, but he did not give up. So even though that part of the plan did not happen, this was the very beginning of the story. And this teaches us that we have to keep holding on to our end result for it to come into fruition. Sometimes it doesn't happen in a linear way. He could have just given up. He didn't. And that's how he manifested her. So let's talk about what he did next. The second event that happened for Travis was he went on his podcast after that concert, and he talked about his disappointment in not being able to meet Taylor Swift. He also talked about his admiration for her. And this piece of the manifestation puzzle is really speaking what is true for him, speaking what he desires. So even though he didn't get to meet her, he didn't get stuck there. He wasn't just only talking about that. He was talking about, I'd love to connect with her. She's an amazing person. You could feel his admiration for her in this podcast episode. And so this, again, is an important piece of the puzzle of really giving life to the narrative that you want to create. Okay, it's not a big deal that he talked about not meeting her. And some people get really scared of, I can't acknowledge what has happened. You can fully acknowledge what has happened if it's something that you don't want. What's really important is to stay the course. And the majority of him was really on board with, she's an amazing person. I feel an affinity to her. This kept the manifestation rolling and moved him to the next step in the process. So I can't be sure exactly where Travis's head was at for the next couple months, but what did start to happen is what we would call the bridge of incidents. So in around August 2023, the media started to pay attention that Travis had done this podcast interview and talked about Taylor Swift. So the world around him started to kind of move and shake and align a little bit, you might say, to his end result that he wanted. People started talking about it, him talking about Taylor. They started to almost become associated with each other. People were thinking of him and her. So some movement started happening in the 3D reality. What was Travis thinking at this point? I don't really know, but was his desire for her still there? I bet it probably was. So in September 2023, the next event happened, and this is when it is rumored that Taylor heard about Travis's intention to meet her, the friendship bracelet, and she thought the whole thing was really cute and charming. So this is where the 3D started to actually take form. True movement of them being together really started to come on the scene. Now, I want to point out that we don't have any stories of Travis chasing after Taylor or chasing after the desire. Really what he did was he set his clear intention, he talked about it, but there was no continuing to go after her. He just probably, I would imagine, held his intention and things started to move. And at this piece in the puzzle in September 2023, she noticed. So later in September 2023, Taylor was seen at Travis's game, sitting up in the box with Travis's mom. Of course, this sparked a full media frenzy, and by the end of the month, they were to have said to be in the relationship. So what this shows is that Travis held his intention to meet her, be with her. He liked her. That was very clear. He did not chase after her. He held that. He also held the reality that it hadn't unfolded yet, but he didn't let that totally break him down and crush him. And soon enough, his manifestation came in and they are in a relationship now. If you want to learn how to manifest your one, definitely don't forget to comment 30 below. I'll teach you exactly how, and I'll see you soon.